This is the Unit 1 study guide for ELR 1.9. This ELR is all about scientific notation. First question is asking us to make our steps for how we would use scientific notation. So I always recommend that you start by finding the mantissa. That would be the first three non-zero numbers. The next step is to determine if you're going right or left. And the way that you are going to determine that is by looking at the exponent. So big or positive exponents are going to mean that you're going to have a big number. Negative exponents will mean that you have a little number. Step 3 is move the decimal, which is very similar to our metric unit or a metric ELR, and rewrite if necessary. So needed is what I meant to write. All right, so now let's put this into action. We need to convert some of these. So the very first step, like I wrote above, is to locate the mantissa. So we've got 6.534 or 6 million billion, big number. So our mantissa is going to be the first three numbers. That's 653. So I know that in my scientific notation, my mantissa is going to go 6.53. In this class, we're always using base 10, so our base is times 10. And then we've got to put on our exponent. So this is a very large number. That means that I'm going to have a positive exponent. And basically, we need to ask ourselves, how many times did that decimal have to move to get where it is in our mantissa? So it was over here at the end of the number. And we're moving it to where that comma is in our number. So I just count the spaces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. So that exponent is going to be a 9. The next one, our mantissa, is going to be these three numbers, the 2, 3, and the 9. And that's because zeros can't be the leading number in your mantissa. So I know that I'm going to have 2.3, and then I actually need to look and see that is going to be causing me to round that 7 right there. So I need to back up a little bit. It would have been 2.39, but the next number was a 7, so that means that I have to round it to 2.40. Since 39 rounded up rounds to 40, 39 to 40. So then I'm going to put on my base. This is a tiny number so that I know that I'm going to have a negative exponent. Now I just ask how many spots did it have to move to get between that 2 and the 3. It had to go 1, 2 spots over, so my exponent is a negative 2. Now we're going to go backwards. I'm going to go from scientific over to standard, and I've got a positive exponent. I know that I'm going to have a large number. I'm going to take my mantissa first. I know that my first three numbers in my number, my big number, is going to be 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6. And I know it's going to have some zeros after it because we've got a large number. So our exponent was a 9. That means that I had to move my decimal 9 spots over. I have to move it 2 spots to get past the numbers. So that means that I have 7 moves left to go. And each of those empty blanks is going to be a 0. So I already moved it 2 to get past the 4, 5, 6. And I have 7 more to go. That means that I can add 7 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. I put in my commas, which aren't super important, but I like to see how it looks. There's my entire number. We've got 4,560,000,000. For the next one, we're going to do the same idea, but we have a tiny number now. We have a negative 4 as our exponent. So I'm going to go 2, 6, 7. I know those are going to be my mantissa, my non-zero numbers. And if I have a negative 4, that means that I had to move the decimal 4 spots, but to make it tinier, I have to go to the left. So I'm going to go 1, and then I have 3 more spots to go. So I'm going to add 3 zeros in front of this. So 1, 2, 3, and then my decimal. I always like a leading 0 out front too. So my standard notated number is 0.000267. Now we're going to do this big number, 789 million. Again, I start with my mantissa. That's going to be my first 3 non-zero numbers, so 7, 8, 9. And I know that my scientific notation is going to be 7.89. And I looked, that next number is a 0, so I know that I don't need to round. So I got 7.89, and I have a big number. So I had to move from here at the end to in between the 7 and the 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots that it had to go. It's a positive exponent because it's a big number. Whoops, I just totally messed up. I forgot my base. So times 10 to the 8th. Last one, we've got 4 times 10 to the 6th. We've got positive exponent. This time my mantissa is just a single number, but you still should write 3 digits for your mantissa. So I know that I'm going to have 4, and my decimal is here, and it's going to be 0, 0. And I'm going to have a big number, so those zeros are going to keep going. But I have an exponent of 6, so I need to move over 6 spots. Since it's already to the right of my number, I know I'm going to have 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Throw in my commas. That number is 4 million.